Finding one's place in life is rarely a simple endeavor. Each of us, while growing up, faced the same issues regardless of the time or place. We all want to feel as though we belong. There's no limit to the number of paths which the world has made available to anyone who would care to set out on life's journey. But we each have our own areas of weaknesses and excellence, regardless of who we may be. There are some circumstances that we are born into and have no control over, while others may be a product of the environment in which we are brought up. Each set of circumstances is as unique as the individual who desires to fit him in among others, who are just as peculiar as themselves. As we age, we learn to conform or adapt ourselves to the surrounding people with whom we feel most comfortable. The problem is that very few of these groups in our youth are conducive to Christian living. Even among Christian families, those who truly wish to please the Lord may feel like outcasts for their behavior. It's always easier to just go with the flow than to accept the will of God all alone. But sooner or later, if we are sincere in our quest to be found faithful to God, we will have to break away from our friends who may be holding us back from the incredible potential which God has set aside just for us, and let the pieces fall where they may. When this happens, there is no doubt that the enemy will do his best to convince us that we've made the wrong decision. We may struggle for years trying to find our place in the Lord. Yet if we remain faithful, we will see in the end that it will certainly be worth all the struggles. The enemy will always make us feel as if we fit in wherever we may be, as long as we're living outside of God's will. The enemy has filled this world with the pleasures which draw away the unwary to live for themselves. There's no end to the options which lead to destruction, but every one of them is founded firmly in the elevation of self above all else. All of the options lie before us. Each day we can choose to conform to the world and enjoy its temporary pleasures, or we can conform to Christ and join the multitudes who have chosen the more difficult route through life, knowing that the more we stand out in a crowd, the more likely someone is to take notice and turn to Christ. We cannot have it both ways. We cannot please the Lord and live like the world. Nor will we be beneficial to His plan if we refuse to heed the call. Not only are our own souls at stake, we risk countless other souls by our denial of God's will. Let us take a stand for Christ every morning that He allows us to wake up, and ask Him to direct our steps in each and every decision that we have to make through the day, so that we might be able to lay our heads down in the evening, having conformed just a little more as a reflection of Him and His perfect will.